Yeah everyone, Matt from Panda Garage here today. I'm taking you on a bit of a trip. Got a few little leaks and niggles on the Cruze again. I'm going to go through them today and check them out and make sure that we can find a solution to what's going on there. Also the car has a bit of a stumble as well, which is sort of given a bit of concern, so I don't know if that is something that might be leaking, like a PCV valve or a tube or vacuum line, or it could even be the spark plug. So join me today, we're going to get stuck into that. Bit of diagnosing, bit of trying to work out what's going on. So this isn't a how-to or anything like that. You're just joining me on what I'm trying to work out. I'd be doing this anyway if the camera wasn't on, but also doing this on the GoPro today as well. And my mate Scotty from YouTube just give me a little microphone for the GoPro, so hopefully the sound quality might be a little bit better, and it might be in stereo too. I'm not too sure, but we'll try all that out today. So join me, Panda Garage. Let's get stuck right into it. My apologies as well. My apologies guys if I sound a bit nasally, and I've got quite a flu at the moment. But it's a very hot day here in Melbourne. I thought, well, I need to work this out because we're just away on a trip down the coast, and found that we started having cooling issues again. But as you can see down there, you can see actually the coolant has come out. And what happened is, originally I thought maybe there was an issue here, connection-wise, but when I started moving the actual housing for the water pump, is that there was a leaking between the engine block and the actual piece itself. So we're going to have a look at that, maybe pull it apart and see maybe if it wasn't tightened up properly or if something's split. Also want to investigate why there's a fair bit of oil around the throttle body. Going to work that out. I know we've got another leak over here which seems to be a common Cruze problem. These are the camshaft solenoids. There's an O-ring behind each of those, and I think we're going to have to pull them out at some point, get that part, and actually clean it up. But other than that, I'm just going to have a look around some more and see if maybe if we've got any issues coming from anywhere else. But yeah, that's what we're going to be getting stuck into today. Just working out a lot of problems and trying to get this car running back to normal, hopefully. So we'll get started right now. So first, I'm going to start just by undoing this intake pipe from the throttle body, because it's covered in oil at the moment. Now I know I've got a leak on the other side of the engine. That's coming from the O-ring solenoids. I should say the camshaft solenoids. That's the O-ring that I need to take off it. Now we've got to try and, I want to get this pipe out, find out what's going on. Okay, so it looks like I've got a bit of oil in the throttle body itself, so we might actually have to go through, give that a bit of a tidy up. May find out where it's coming from as well. Yeah, today's video is mainly trying to work out what's going on. So yeah, it's nothing, pretty much like all my videos, it's not really a how-to, it's mainly just me trying to work it out and just bringing you guys along for it. So if anyone's got an issue with that, either you take it to a mechanic and get him to do it for you, or shut up. So yeah, it looks like it's a bit of a mess. It might explain why the car is spluttering. I'm just going to get an old rag here and just give it a clean out. It's just very interesting that the intake pipe is just so filthy, like it's like lined with oil. It's like all coming out of the pipe too. Oh my gosh. The irony of having all these hot days in Melbourne and I have the flu. It's amazing that you can have a car like the Holden Cruze, like that is a worldwide car, and everyone has the exact same problems with it worldwide. It's ridiculous. The other thing I'm finding as well is like there's little pools of like where coolant has ended up. I don't know if it's sprayed up and landed or what's going on, but got a few spots where it's a bit concerning. I don't really know. Of course, this is like the first turbo car I've worked on too, so I'm not completely sure how it all works. I'll stick this cloth in a little bit further just to try and get the oil away from the throttle body itself. So this is essentially a charge pipe, pretty much. Runs through the intercooler, then back into the motor. So the air comes through the airbox down into your turbo, and then comes around the intake and then goes in. So it goes through your intercooler and then into the intake there, and then into the back of the engine. So that's what I'm trying to work out, this spluttering issue. So I'm going to leave this out of the way for now. I'm just noticing a fair bit of oil. It's like ending up on all the parts here, coming off this. The other thing I do need to do is I'm going to tighten up the bolts on the I have a feeling like they're loose. So the idea is like, if I tighten them up a bit, I might fix our leaking issue. I'm using some new tools that I will be reviewing pretty soon. I just haven't got a chance to do it yet. As you know, this is just a hobby, so it's very hard to have a work-life balance and try and do this at the same time. So I'll usually do a whole batch of videos and then just run them for like a few weeks, once a week now, which is great, because I do like making these, but I guess sometimes you just can't win everyone over, so they seem really loose. I might explain why it's been leaking. So once we're done with this, I'm going to actually clean all this up with some soapy water or a bit of degreaser, and that should hopefully clean up the issues we've been having. Now, the other issue I've been having as well is that, as you can see, there's like a little pink popping around here, so I'm going to take that off. I just want to clean it out and make sure that the seal is good. It's just a lot of investigating this car at the moment. It's just every week I've got an issue with it, and a lot of times, like I just sort of just do whatever, and I'll that doesn't really make any sense, but I do the work a lot off camera as well, just trying to fix basic things on the car. Like I've checked all the spark plugs in this to make sure they're all running right, because the car's been spluttering a lot. So yeah, and like we put a new battery in. I'm going to make a video about this, because this is actually a battery I bought from the wreckers for $30, and the car started straight away on it. The old battery is tucked over in the garage at the moment, trying to work out if it's still any good. But yeah, we've just had a lot of issues with these cars, as a lot of Cruze owners will know. There are a lot of issues that come with these cars, and this has only done 75,000 k, so a lot of this shouldn't have happened. So we've just got to make sure that yeah, it's exactly right. So I'm just going to pause for a second, and I'm going to look at maybe pulling apart this top hose and seeing what's going on. Yeah, we're going to pull this little pin out. Hopefully we don't harm... Oh, no! Oh no. Disaster has struck. We've dropped something. Okay, disaster has struck, but I bought this really cheap magnet thing. So hopefully we can get it out. Oh, there we go. Aha! There we go. By the way, if you pick up one of these, you can pick them up with like a light and all that in them, but just this like magnetic, goes all different angles. But they're so handy. The amount of stuff I've dropped in the engine bay, and it just looks like a little pen. So how cool is that? Definitely worth buying if you're looking at getting something like that. I'm going to try and pull this all up in one piece because we've just replaced this hose. You don't exactly want to have to replace it again. Maybe try to be very gentle with it. I wonder why this is still leaking. Like, I put it in the exact same way as how Holden put it in, or Jam put it in. I did not know. Because it appears to be seated correctly. Unless this needs to be like, if I squeeze a bit to make it a bit tighter. I'm not really sure. That's the frustrating thing about this car too, is that the way they've engineered it, it's like then that everyone's job's been counting on it, and so people have made unnecessary changes to a system that generally works fine, but they've had to add their little touch, like their little things, to so they could say, yep, I did this. And it's frustrating because it's unnecessary. There we go. Losing all the coolant, which isn't great. Trying to stop it somewhat. Alright, I'm trying to stop it. Don't know how successful we are, but you know. So we've had a bad run with this cooling system at the moment. Just such a bad run with it. Hopefully most of it's draining into the pan. But there's definitely going to be some parts missing. As you can see, like, it's all ending up down there. So this is the piece that seems to have the leaking issue at the moment. It's like it's got no rubber seal or something. I wish I'd kept the old one of these. I had it for a long time, and then I just cleaned out a bunch of old parts and threw it out, so we didn't need it anymore. And then that's pretty much when we started having issues with the cooling system again. Some more nasty rags. Don't know why that's leaking. Just frustrating, this car so much. All my Cruze owners out there will understand, especially if you've got the 1.4 litre turbo. It seems like they just cut so many corners on this thing. That's what it feels like. They just could not give a damn. And also apologies again for having the flu and being really loud with my sniffles, because trust me, it is driving me as nuts as it's probably driving you guys. Alright, I'm going to work this out a bit and I'll meet up with you guys in a little bit. We'll find out. Okay, so what I've worked out, I've just pulled the O-ring out. I've dried this right out so I can actually see what's going on. There's actually an O-ring that's been sitting down there. So what I thought, well, I might move it up to here. Maybe that's where it's supposed to go, so it gets a better seal when you push down into the actual housing. And maybe that might be the solution to why this has been leaking, because I can't exactly remember how all this went together. So I think once you push down, it's probably going to be very firm. But I guess we'll find out. Because yeah, it seems to be like leaking just below it, so it might be the very reason why we've been having issues. So it'd be nice if this is the end of our story, because there's nothing worse than having a leak you can't work out. I don't even know if that's on right now. No, it's not. I think it's meant to go a bit higher than that. There's like a sweet spot in this where you've got to hit it exactly in the right spot. So guys, I'm really trying to give you the best viewing here. I'll ask you guys, if you're up to this part in the video, tell me what you think. Should I get like a hat? Like I do have like a hat piece that I could probably, like a hat clip for my GoPro, which I could probably use for making these videos. Oh, that just clicked into place. That sounded promising. Because would you guys prefer to see it more like my point of view, looking and seeing? Because if that is the case, very happy to do it, because I just want to bring guys good content, and thank you all for those that hang out with me on a weekly basis. Alright, I think we might have got the fix on that, which is awesome. So put the O-ring in a different position now. Hopefully that's a better seal. It seemed like it clicked in really firmly. Put the clip back on. We've tightened up the screws on the side of the engine block, so hopefully that fixes that problem. We're going to work out where the oil is coming from on this side too. It might be just in the system, might be coming, I don't know if there's actually a PTV valve that runs like around the throttle body, something like that. I'll have a quick look. And then we're going to give this engine a bit of a degrease, a bit of a clean. Just trying to get all the previous crap out of here, so if anything does pop up next time, I'll be able to rectify it as soon as possible, which is good. So looks like we've been pretty successful at this point. We do need to order these parts. I will be doing that tomorrow. I'll be updating you guys on that also. So I'm going to just fiddle around with this little oil thing, and then we'll come right back and we'll get all this engine tidied up. Alright, let's get a bit of degreaser going on here. Luckily we haven't really ran the car today. It's going to work out great for us, because there is so much to clean up, and I really want to get a good base going forward. Fortunately, my very good heavy duty greaser spray here has been getting weaker. Like, it doesn't want to spray the actual fluid, it just wants to leak all the gas out, which is a shame because this stuff's really good. So I'm gonna, don't know how you guys do this, but I'm doing it my way. I'm just trying to target all the spots that I know have got crap on them. I'm going to get down the back here as well, because behind the tank there's a lot of old, because last time I did this all with soap. I'm just going to double check that I don't have any cans left of greaser. Yes, I do. Use a secondary can as well, but I have a feeling this one's nearly out. Yeah, there it is, it's all over. That's one thing, you can never have enough degreaser at home. You can never have enough. So I definitely need to get more. Gonna get all this nice and tidied up. Make it look like $1 million. Then we'll wash all this out. Generally with this spray, it can go such a long distance. I have a feeling it's nearly out though. Try and spray it down there a little bit more. It's going to be hard though. Yeah. Going to cover our problem areas. A bit more degreaser. Yeah, that's out as well. So, gonna finish off just down here. I'll tilt you guys a little bit more. I'm gonna try and get some soapy water down there. Try and clean it up a little bit more. And this from Chris Fix, like about detailing your car. Don't know if you guys have checked that out before, but Chris Fix is very good at what he does. I really like how his videos are. Just hopefully can be like that one day. And there's a lot of stuff which is awesome. I think we've cleaned up most of it. I'm just going to spray the rest of the soapy water just on the rest of this, just to sort of get all the loose dirt and stuff off the engine bay a bit, just avoiding the main electronic areas. Got this all tidied up. Still a little bit of residue down there, but I think it's looking not too bad. Cleaned up all the solenoids as well, so it's looking pretty good. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm very blocked up still, so hopefully I can clear this out soonish. But if you like these videos and you want to see more, check out the videos all on the channel. Otherwise, check out our Instagram and Facebook pages, the Panda Garage. Facebook page, you can sort of interact with me as well. Sorry guys if I've been a bit slow on replying to messages and that. Sort of just been really caught up, so there's a lot of platforms to try and cover. But thank you all for watching. If you've got any more suggestions you want to see on the cruise, or if you've got issues with the cruise, leave it down below. We'll try and make a video about it. So until next time guys, my name's Matt, this is Panda Garage. I'll see you all in the next one. So I thought I'd quickly add, just at the end of this, I just used a bit of Autoglide bumper and trim gel, and got this engine bay looking pretty neat. So that's not too bad, is it? Nice and black. Everything looks really nice. I mean, there's still work to do, like I could go down and do all that extra stuff, but not too bad though. Black all looks really nice, so thought I'd end it there. So not too bad, is it?